Hello everyone, Ariel Snack here. Today I'm going to be bringing you something that's a bit different. This video is going to focus on tips and advice for outside of matches, outside of the battlefield. So I'll be talking about stuff like what new players should focus on doing, how to use resources, and there's miscellaneous tips. So I'm going to start off by explaining what I think are good things to focus on when you first start playing the game. I think the most important thing to do for new players is to unlock all of the factions. I think that should be your primary goal. Because you get a lot more resources when you increase your total trophy count. And it's a lot easier to increase your total trophy count with more factions. Because to get to 2,000 total trophies, you can either get 2 factions to 1,000 or 4 factions to 500. So it just lets you progress in the game much more quickly if you unlock all the factions. So focus on doing that. I mean, you just have to rank up specific factions and increase your total trophy count. The second most important thing, I can't exactly show it because I've already completed them, but here below the profile page and the missions and achievements, there'll be the puzzles for the different factions. It'll have 9 different missions, and each time you complete a mission, you get a puzzle piece, and you get some rewards along the way. And whenever you complete a puzzle, which again, there's 1 for each faction, so there's 4 total, you will get a legendary purchase ticket. What you can do is you can go to the shop here. I've already completed, so I don't have it. I believe it'll be here in the card pack shop. No, actually, I think it's up here. I think it'll be here with the real money purchasing stuff. It'll say 500 soul stones, and you get a guaranteed legendary. And then you click it, and a list of the factions will pop up, and you can do it once per faction. So you're guaranteed 1 legendary from each faction for 500 of these. I can't remember what they're called. Soul stones each. So that's you really want to complete the puzzles and save up your soul stones for that, because I think one of the most important things to focus on in the game, so you unlock all the factions and you want to get all of the cards, right? I believe that having access to more cards is more important than leveling up the cards you have. Because as the game goes on, there'll be balance changes, the meta will change, so you'll want to be able to use different cards, so having access to them would be very helpful. I am currently missing 3 cards. I'm missing 2 legendaries and 1 rare. I cannot find the ghost, what's it called? It's called Ghost Tunnel in Japanese. What is it in English? Storm Cellar. I cannot find the Storm Cellar. I don't know why, but I just haven't gotten it yet. So, and there's a lot of decks I want to try that involve it, and I just can't build them because I'm just missing the cards. So you want to focus on getting at least 1 copy of each card more than leveling up cards. And if you're having issues and troubles getting enough soul stones to get to buy the legendaries, all the way to the right tab is where the arena is. Completing these challenges will give you soul stones, so it'll be beneficial for you to complete all of these when they pop up. You get, let's see, what is it? 120 plus 50 per 170, 170, 170. You get something like you get over 1,000 soul stones from completing all of the arena challenges. So that's 2 guaranteed legendaries right there. So you also want to right here, I can't show you, I've already used it. I use it immediately every day. The Waterfall of Time, once you unlock it, I don't remember when it unlocks, but it's relatively early on. What you can do is that 4 times a day you can use it, and it'll give you Eden and Gaia Dust, which I can talk about later, and it'll give you some cards. So each time you use it, the rewards increase. You get more. Yeah, I think it doubles how much dust you get, and you get more cards. So the first time is free to use, so there's no reason not to do it. And then each other time it'll cost you 19, and it'll do it 3 times. So it costs a total of, I think, 57. A total of 57 soul stones. And but you get a lot out of it. So 57 soul stones here won't even get you 300 of each dust, whereas just the last one alone, for the waterfall of time will give you 200. I think it gives you a total of 400 dust of each, and it gives you a bunch of cards. So it's very efficient use of your soul stones. I highly recommend it. You use it every single day. Other ways to use your soul stones are obviously the 500 cost legendary, guaranteed legendaries that you'll be getting. Other than that, I would say the most important thing to get is this final general here. Now, this is actually new. It came out, I think, yesterday. It's guaranteed to give you a legendary, and then which it looks like is a lot more likely to give you Rail, which is the new legendary. It's the new legendary that came out for both for the Eden factions, the Beast Tribe and the Empire. So it'll have 10 cards and at least one legendary. And all the other cards will be at least epics. So I got 9 epics and 1 legendary from it. I think I got Nicola. And as you can see, it says there's 1 left in stock, so you can get this a total of twice. So that's 9,000 soul stones for at least 2 legendaries. And if you only get 2 legendaries, then you'll get 18 epics. Which this is aside from the 500 cost ones that you get for completing the puzzles, and from maybe the Stardust shop that's shown right here. There's no other way to guaranteed get legendaries, so I think it's very important to be able to save up for that. However, if you're missing common, rare, and epic cards, the starter packs, which I only have 1 left of the Empire, but you get, I think, like 20 of each that you can buy. The starter packs are a very good way to round out your card collections. Because like I said, you want to have access to all the cards. I would hold off on buying the starter packs, however, because you will actually gain a lot of cards just through these achievements. So here, that gives me an icon. Am I out of all the... Alright, it seems I'm out of all of them, but winning matches with different factions and getting certain battlefield scores with different factions will give you card rewards. Yeah, I cannot show you, but it specifically will give you like specific cards. Like I got the Poison Gecko for, I think, winning 50 times with the Beast faction. So I would hold off until you complete some of the achievements before seeing if you're missing any cards, because you will get a lot of them through the achievements. And if you are able to, it's better to save up for the final general. So that's really all for soul stones. There's not too many ways to use them. You can also use them to get the dust here, but I personally wouldn't do that. Because like I said, you really want to get the final general, and getting 9,000 soul stones is not an easy feat. So it'll likely be a long time before you'll have enough soul stones to think about purchasing dust with it. So the other resource are coins. As you can see, I have a lot of them. So there's really 2 ways to use coins, is here in the coin shop. I would recommend only purchasing cards that you use from the coin shop. because otherwise I can't. The coin to dust ratio for buying cards and then crushing them is terrible. So if it's a card you don't use, I would recommend just not getting it. The other way to spend coins, however, which is very useful in my opinion, is if you look at these daily missions, right? So let's there's 2 that I have currently that give me coin rewards, and for 500 coins I can refresh them and get a new mission. So what I personally like to do, well, it costs more each time, here we go, is keep refreshing it until I get a card reward. So this one will give me 3 random cards, which I find infinitely more valuable than I think, like, what, 2,500 coins I just spent. Sometimes the reward will even be a that one didn't give it. I do it until I get cards or soul stones. Or sometimes they'll give you a lucky star. Which, if you don't know, a lucky star is just a standard card pack that can give you. It costs 300 soul stones in the shop. It just gives you 10 cards and it's guaranteed to have at least 1 rare. So that's worth 300 soul stones, right? So I'll pay 3,000 gold for 300 soul stones. That's a good trade in my opinion. So that's something that a lot of people don't do, which I think is very useful. There's also this get new missions now function. It costs 15 soul stones. If you play a lot each day, after you complete all of your daily missions, it can be useful to use it once, maybe twice, because you can see one of my missions is going to give me 30. So if I get another mission that gives me 30, then I gained a total of 15 soul stones for refreshing the missions. You do want to make sure, though, that you are able to complete the refresh missions before the new day. For me, it's 11 o'clock Eastern time is when they refresh. 11 o'clock at night is when the new day begins. So I have 8 more hours until that would happen. I'll probably end up doing it. So those are ways to get more resources out of the daily missions. Again, it's something that a lot of people don't do that I really recommend. All right, so now on to more miscellaneous type tips. For new players, I recommend not upgrading cards you don't use. As you can see, I have a lot of cards that I have not upgraded at all. This is because I don't use these cards. Not necessarily because I think they're bad, but they just don't fit into my decks. So I just kept the cards just in case. So what you can do is, let's see if there's something that I just will never use. Well, I can't say I'll never use something because I've never seen this card used, though. I have never seen Blood Bloom used. Alright, it actually doesn't look terrible. Let's see. I've never seen this card used either. Yeah, I'm probably not going to use this. So we crush. So you can crush card. This is an epic card, I think, right? No, it's a rare. Oh, no, it's a common. Okay, it just looks purple, so I thought it was epic. I was like, wait, this is not enough. So for each common card I crush, I get 15 dust. For each rare crushed, you get 90. So that's 6 times as much. And epics that you crush will get you 180, which is another 3 times. I would never recommend crushing an epic, or not, sorry, not an epic, legendary. But let's see if I have an extra one somewhere. Where's it not by? Yeah, there we go. Nope. It looks like I do not have any extra legendaries lying around. I don't know how much a legendary will give you. Now I'm curious. If anyone knows, please let me know. But so you can get a good amount of dust by crushing cards, but it's not as much as the card is worth to upgrade it with the card, if that makes sense. Like a card, like let's say, so it'll cost me 750 a dust to get 1 extra card to level up this defender. Whereas if I crush it, 1 card is worth 90. As you can see, that's like 8 times, an 8 times difference. So cards are worth a lot more as cards as they are from their dust equivalent. You're losing a lot of dust essentially by crushing cards. But if you're never going to use the card, it's a lot better to have the option to turn it into dust for when you get to a point in the game where you have an established deck and all you're missing are cards or dust to get it to the max level. And that's like the one thing keeping you from going up, whatnot. I'm not at that point yet. I don't think there's really many people that are, except maybe some whales that are also good at the game. So it's just you want to keep your options open. So don't upgrade cards if you're not using them currently. The second miscellaneous tip I want to say is join a guild. I highly recommend you join a guild. As you can see right in the top left, there's a number 19. It's a guild mission, and it has a reward of 500 coins. So the guild mission rewards can be coins, soul stones, or even lucky stars. I don't think I've had random cards. I think it's been just a lucky star. I don't think it's been just regular card rewards. But you can get like, I think it's like 2 lucky stars, 2 card packs essentially, like 5,000 gold coins, and a few hundred soul stones every week just from being in a guild. That's if everybody participates. It doesn't have to be a necessarily high battle point guild either. Mine's over 80,000 because it's there's a 4,000 minimum for players to join. But as long as the guild is active and people are actively participating in the guild missions, the battle points don't matter because it's literally it's always win. So this one's win 80 matches. Sometimes it'll be win with Empire, win with aliens. You know, it's just win with a specific thing. So as long as people are playing and actively trying to complete the missions, you'll go by really quickly and you'll get a lot of extra resources. So and you can leave a guild whenever. You leave a guild and you just have to wait 1 hour before you can join another guild or create your own guild, which is not really a penalty at all. So there's no downside to joining a guild. So just join a guild and get the extra resources. Another thing, most people I know do this, but the Land of Souls, if you lose, you get 5 souls. If you win, you get 10 souls. And you get rewards at 10, 20, 30, and 60 souls. It just gives you a lot of gold, and it gives you some cards. I have gotten 2 legendaries from Land of Souls, and I've been playing, I think, a couple of weeks now. So in 15 or less days, I've gotten 2 legendaries from just getting my Land of Souls. So the very most it'll be is 12 matches. If you play 12 matches, even if you lose all of them, you get your Land of Souls. If you win all of them, you only have to play 6 matches. It's just a lot. You get a lot of resources for it. So if you're lacking in any resources or cards or whatever, just play a few more games and open up the Land of Souls. So let's go over Stardust. Where is it? Here it is. It's the lucky gift of the day. So again, every day it resets. It'll normally have 1 legendary, an epic, and either a common or a rare. As you see, a common is 6. I think an rare is either 10 or 12. I can't remember. An epic is 20, and a legendary is 60. I currently have 47. How do you get Stardust? By opening packs. I think starter packs give you 1 Stardust. Shiny stars give you 1 Stardust. I think you get 1 Stardust per shiny star. And the final general gives you like 20 or 30, maybe 15. It's a lot. It gives you a lot. Don't spend your Stardust. Save up to 60, and then wait until a legendary that you do not have pops up in the shop, and then get that. Maybe a good one. There's a few that if you don't have them, I wouldn't recommend getting them even if they show up in this shop. Goliath seems pretty underwhelming to me completely as a unit. I really don't even use them. Is there anyone else that's like bad? Nicola's really good. These 2 are good units. These are amazing ones. These are all really good units. Maybe Hilda. I don't know. Hilda's pretty good. Maybe not Leotar. So far, I haven't really been too impressed by Leotar. My guild leader, who I talk a lot about, he's a fantastic player. He's at like 5,500 battle points right now. He uses Leotar in his beast deck. but I'm not like too enthused about them. But yeah, save up your Stardust until you have 60, and then you can spend it on a legendary. It's gonna take a long time to get there, but it's another guaranteed legendary that you can get that you didn't have. And the last thing I want to talk about, I'm sure you've seen me do it, is that if you click on a pack and you click on this little question mark at the top right, it'll tell you the chances of each card of what you can get. So it even said you get a 75 chance for each card, as a chance of being a 75 chance of being a common card, a 15% chance of being a rare card, a 9.5% chance of being an epic, and a 0.5% chance of being legendary. And it tells you the chances of each different cards. So this is a starter gift, so it doesn't have all of the cards that from Empire that you can get, and it has specific ones. So this is how you can see which ones you can and cannot get. And it tells you the chances. The reason why they do this is Rayark is a Taiwanese company. I don't know if the Taiwanese laws are similar, but I know in China they passed a law stating that if there is any sort of chance involved in a video game, that they have to state the odds. They have to show you the odds, because a lot of people are spending a lot of money and not getting what they want because they didn't know what the odds were. There was like 0.00001% chance, but they didn't know that because they weren't told. So they passed a law stating that if you're a game and you distribute your game in China, you have to show the odds of whatever you're going to gamble on. So yeah, so use this to your advantage, especially with the Empire Starter Gifts. If you're like, oh, I want to get, or any of the Starter Gifts, oh, I want to get this specific card, so I'll buy this cheap starter gift, and you look through, and the card that you're missing isn't actually in here. Like, for instance, I need the Storm Cellar. Storm Cellar isn't in here, even though it is it's an Eden card. It's in both the Beast and Empire faction. I cannot get it from here, so there's no reason for me to get this, because that's the only thing that I'm missing. If I look at the Shiny Star, the minimum chance. So this is per card. The card attainment rate is per card and guaranteed. Minimum attainment rate, it means per pack. So if I buy a Shiny Star pack, there is a little over 3% chance I get one. If I buy a Shiny Star times 5, there is a 16% chance I get one. By the way, I've bought 5 of these, and I still haven't gotten one. I'm very upset. But, yeah, so use that to your advantage. It's always good to know what your odds are before buying something. That's another thing a lot of people don't know. I see a lot of people on the Reddit and whatnot ask, oh, what can I get in this pack? What are my odds of getting this from this pack? You can just click and find out. It's all the information you need is right here in the game. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope this will help you. Everyone always talks about stuff to do during a game, or they talk about units and whatnot. But this is, as far as I can remember, this is everything you should need to know outside of actually playing the game. All the resource stuff, all the planning, what you're going to do for the future of the game and whatnot. This is everything you should need to know outside of, units and actually playing. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know if there's any specific content you want to see for the future, or if you have any questions. I hope this video helps you out, and good luck climbing.